The Galaxy S26 Ultra leaks are getting more interesting, and the latest one might have just revealed the screen size of Samsung's next big flagship. According to well-known tipster Ice Universe, the S26 Ultra is expected to come with a 6.89-inch display. That's basically the same size as the 6.9-inch screen we got on the S25 Ultra, so no changes in size this time. But here's the twist. Ice Universe also claims that Samsung is packing in some surprises with its core display technology. So even if the size doesn't change, the actual experience just might. Now, this does kind of clash with an earlier rumor that suggested slimmer bezels and possibly a bigger display squeezed into the same body size. Honestly, it could still be both. Smaller bezels, slightly tweaked dimensions, and some hidden display magic that Samsung isn't ready to reveal yet. And speaking of surprises, there's been talk about some AI-powered privacy features. Basically, imagine if your phone could automatically protect your screen from prying eyes. You open your banking app or a private chat, and the screen angles shift so only you can see it clearly, while anyone around you just sees a dull blur. That's a huge step up from those thick privacy glass protectors that kill your brightness. This all ties into something big happening in Korea. Reports say Samsung Display is ramping up production of what they're calling Flex Magic Pixel technology. It's AI-driven, it can control each OLED pixel individually, and it adjusts viewing angles depending on what you're doing. If that tech makes its way into the Galaxy S26 Ultra, it could be one of those features that really sets it apart from every other Android flagship next year. On top of that, we're also hearing whispers about a curvier design this time. So maybe less of those sharp edges and a smoother overall look for the 2026 model. All in all, Samsung seems to be cooking up more than just another incremental update. If this Flex Magic Pixel tech really lands on the S26 Ultra, this phone could make privacy a whole lot smarter while keeping the gorgeous screen quality intact. We've already seen some renders of the Galaxy S26 lineup floating around, but now we actually have real leaked parts. And honestly, they're not looking too hot. Let's start with the Galaxy S26 Ultra. I'll be straight with you, it's rough. The Galaxy S25 Ultra actually looks way more modern in comparison, which is wild considering it's the older phone. That giant new camera bump on the S26 Ultra just feels dated. Then there's the Galaxy S26 Pro, which is basically a smaller version of the Ultra, so yeah, not great either. The only one that sort of works, at least in my opinion, is the Galaxy S26 Edge. But here's the catch. It looks almost identical to the iPhone 17 Pro. The whole lineup, if I'm being real, feels like a step backward. I wasn't thrilled about the Galaxy S25 Ultra's redesign either, mainly because Samsung dropped that signature boxy style, but at least it still looked premium. The S26 Ultra, though, it just doesn't. Now, design is totally subjective. If you like the way these phones look, more power to you, and honestly, looks aside, there are some good reasons to consider upgrading, especially if you're still holding on to something older than the S25 or even the S24. Under the hood, Samsung's stepping things up. The Galaxy S26 Ultra will ship with the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 everywhere, no matter what region you're in. That's a big deal. The S26 Pro and S26 Edge, on the other hand, are sticking with that Snapdragon and Exynos split depending on your market. The Ultra is also finally getting some love in the camera department. Not a new sensor, but a wider aperture, which means better low-light performance. That's apparently the whole reason behind that bulky new camera bump, so while it may not win beauty contests, it should take noticeably better photos. If you want the iPhone 17 Pro's sleek design but you're loyal to Android, the Galaxy S26 Edge might actually be the one to watch. But that's just how I see it. What about you? Do you think Samsung's redesign is a total miss, or are you into it? Drop your thoughts in the comments and I'll catch you in the next one.